How's it going, everyone? This is Daniel with Top Notch Property Service LLC. So I just want to bring you guys along for the ride today. We are working on a little bit of a situation. Yesterday, after I sharpened the blades, I noticed that there was some vibration going on. So I was like, what the heck is that? So I put the blades on, and I did the first lawn this morning, and I instantly knew something was off. So I knew at some point this thing was going to blow up. So sure enough, let me turn the camera around. And of course, this thing is just outside of warranty. I think they warranty it till maybe 500 hours or something. It's got like 550 or so. So I'm not upset, but I've put this thing, I've used and abused this thing. Listen to this and tell me if you hear anything that sounds funny. I don't know if you can catch that on camera or not, but it sounds a little crunchy. If you listen closely, it's kind of grinding. It's like, I don't know how to explain it. Hopefully you guys can pick that up on camera. It doesn't sound good. So what ended up happening was we've got a lot of play here. Like a lot of play. So ultimately we lost 2 of our spindles, which I'm going to do an emergency field side repair here because I'm a mechanic and luckily I knew what was about to happen. I knew that something was going on, and so I'm not sure why I wasn't picking up on the vibration before. I actually went and bought a spindle thinking it was originally a spindle, and then I returned it because I didn't notice anything wrong. But there's a lot of play. There's not supposed to be really any play. And it doesn't, this one doesn't sound as bad as the middle one. This one actually sounds okay. And I've greased the hell out of these things. So before you guys try to say, oh, you didn't grease them, but I knew this was coming because we've done tall grass cleanups before where the grass was a mile tall. And so, you know, I can't say I didn't know this was coming. But I'm honestly not upset at all because they're like 250 bucks or whatever, 220 a piece. So I spent about 650 bucks today. I got a whole bunch of stuff that this thing is we're gonna go through this whole thing. We're doing an oil change again on it. This out here might be okay. That one's a little loose. That one's the best one out of the 3. So I have 2 spindles today. That's all I could afford. I couldn't afford the 3rd one yet. We're gonna replace all 3 of them. This one is fucked. Look at that. This one is smoked. So, and this one is toast. So we got 2 of them that are pretty bad. The 3rd one can make it through a little bit longer, but I think what happened was the excess vibration. I think these things are just vibrating like crazy. And there might be something going on with this thing too. I don't know. I think we're okay. I think we're okay with this for now. But anyway, I'm just gonna put these spindles in right now on the spot here. So I'm gonna see if I can get a wrench in there, get these spindles put in. Anyway, let me show you what I've got going on here. Where did I put it? Hang on, there's a box here somewhere. Here. I'm not playing around, guys. I spent like 600 bucks on this stuff. I just want to get this done. I haven't actually mowed this one yet. The crew's been handling it. So I got a new set of blades for after. We needed those so we could swap them out. We change them out Wednesdays, and we've been down to 1 set of blades. Fuel filter for this thing. We got a set of spark plugs for it. This thing, I've noticed it's a little bit less. It needs spark plugs. It needs a tune-up. The air filter is fairly new, but we got 2 new bearings here. The only thing I didn't do is I didn't grease them. I probably should grease them before I use them, but I don't have my grease gun, so I'm gonna have to do a couple lawns with it and hope that they put some grease in it from the factory. But we also have a spring for the deck here, so we're gonna replace that too. But literally, I'm not playing around. I've got, the dealer was up the road on the way to this property. I knew this was going to happen. I said I'm probably going to end up, you know, this thing's going to break down and it's going to leave me stranded with, I'm going to need blades or hubs. I was thinking worst case scenario, the blades might make contact again, so that's why I picked up the second set of blades today. But we got these things here. I'm literally going to toss them in on the spot here. No excuses. And then hopefully the belt that we have is manageable. It may have stretched or it may be worn out. Even though it's a brand new belt, it might have did some damage to it, but I think the belt's okay. So we're gonna throw this in right now. I got it this far. I got this, I had to separate, I could see there was a gap here, so I used a screwdriver to wedge this apart, just to spread it open like that. And then I was able to freaking use a big ass pry bar. I didn't have a hammer with me, so I had to fucking hit it with, ow, I hit my shin. I had to hit it with this thing, acting like a hammer on here like this. And that's how I got that to break free. This one's almost out. It should come out in just a minute here. If I mess around with it, I should be able to get this off of here. Luckily, all right, we did it. That was an absolute pain in the ass. So I had a hard time getting, basically, luckily I had all the tools and everything, but I had a hard time getting that little piece on there to clamp down and to, I don't even know how to explain it. I'll have to show you guys afterwards. I'm exhausted, but it's like 150,000 degrees out here, but we got it done. I got 2 new spindles in there. Took me about like an hour and a half. Fighting with it the whole time, sweating my guts out. All right, so moment of truth, I'm getting nervous. I gotta try it. I'm gonna show you guys what we're dealing with here. So also, when you guys are going to put a belt on, you can do it yourself very simply. You just follow the sticker. Okay, there's a sticker right there. Get the belt set up, and you want to work everything off of right here. So once it's completely rooted around there, you're holding the belt like this. You're gonna use the spring tension. You're gonna basically remove it off of this one and hold it in your hand like this and let it back like this, enough to put this spring on. Then you just pull it like this, and you use a pry bar and you bring it down like this onto the pulley. Super easy. Try it that way if you've ever fought with this thing. So this is the piece I was having a hard time with. This little sleeve comes up out of here, and I was just fighting to get this pulley off. It wasn't super stuck on there, but you have to spread these apart. So you have to hit this to spread this open. And then you have to make sure you put this, I tried putting it together wrong. I was trying to use these holes, and I was wondering why I couldn't get the space. There's a space here, a gap. And that gap right there has to be set. It's I don't know, I had way too much of a gap up here, and it's because I was using these ones instead of these ones, so this space was too much. But anyway, I'm just double checking everything. I'm sure I'm probably gonna forget to put something back on. I know the cover's gotta go back on. Everything's tight. But guys, look at that. Look at how much, there's no play. Literally no play. I'm gonna replace that third spindle soon. The only thing I don't like about doing this out in the field is I don't have new grease for these bearings. So I hope that they're packed from the factory. I'm just keeping my fingers crossed that they would be smart enough to put some grease in it for me. I'll grease it as soon as I get back to the shop. I gotta do 2 lawns. And I burnt the shit out of my arm. Oh my gosh, I burnt myself so bad. Look at that. That muffler, whew, burnt the crap out of myself. Anyway, I got things back together. I gotta pick up 1,000 tools here. But let's try it. I wanna see how this works. I'm keeping my fingers crossed. I'm actually really nervous right now, I'm not gonna lie. It's fixed, thank gosh. Holy crap. All right, we did it. We got two new spindles in this bitch. And that was a freaking pain in the butt. So that's a new one for me. I've never had to replace spindles on the fly. But listen, guys, my philosophy is you gotta blaze through it, man. Whatever the hell you're dealing with, just fucking get it done, dude. Don't make any excuses. I could have easily gone home and been like, I'm done. But no, I noticed something this morning was vibrating. I said, I'm gonna go to the dealer and I'm gonna pick up 2 spindles. I dropped like $6.50 on new spindles and parts and shit. And I said, my drop's dead today on me today. I'm gonna fix you. If you break on me, I'm gonna fix it. So I fixed it. I had all the tools in the truck, luckily. I don't know how. I never have all the tools, but somehow I had all the tools. And I fixed it. So we got brand new blades on this thing. I just purchased them. I sharpened them 1 time, and I put these new blades on here. So we're gonna go mow this lawn, and I'm gonna show you guys how nice it's gonna look. I'm also gonna get some lunch soon, because I am starving.